So we are offering 7 elective subjects. They are marketing management, financial management, human resource management, systems management, logistics and supply chain management, hospital management, and business analytics. To distinguish yourself from electives, we are giving the electives in the first semester itself. For example, if your enroll number starts like A25, 101, PBM, 6001 means A25 stands for academic year 2025. 101 means you have joined this Institute of Distance Education single window. If it is 105, you have joined as online admission. If it is other numbers, you have joined in the Institute of Distance Education through Learner Support Center. And PBM stands for you are a marketing student. If it is PBF, you are a financial management student. If it is PBR, you are a human resource student. If it is PBS, you are a system management student. If it is PBL, you are a logistics and supply chain student. If it is PBH, you are a hospital management student. And if it is PBB, you are a business analytics student. So based upon the elective, we are distinguishing yourself in the first semester at the time of admission itself. But anyhow, the first 3 semesters are common to all of you, and only in the final semester we are offering the elective subject. As I told earlier, we are offering 7 electives, and you are supposed to choose 1 elective at the time of admission. The elective subjects offered during our MBA program are marketing management, financial management, human resource management, systems management, logistics and supply chain management, hospital management, and business analytics. In the first semester of MBA, there are 5 subjects. One is management principles and business ethics. Number 2 is quantitative and research methods. Number 3 is organizational behavior. Number 4 is accounting for managers. And number 5 is managerial economics. So these are the 5 subjects you need to study in the first semester.
Screen share பண்ணிட்டு நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க. Okay.
Again, I'm getting muted. Okay. Good morning, guys. Now we are going to, you're in the first semester, it seems. The subject I'm going to handle today is management principles and business ethics. So let me start with the basic introduction about management principles and basic ethics. So what does mean by management? Management na enna?
Managing people, na?
Yes, managing people. Of course, you're right. Then somebody else, tappa irundhalum parvalla, just tell me only. Then let's have a two-way conversation so that only we can understand what you understood. We can
managing organizations, na?
And organization.
Managing organizations.
Managing organization. Yes, very good, very good. Then
managing the employees.
Controlling the business of
A group of people.
Ma'am, your screen is
Uh,
not visible, ma'am.
Getting things done through others in an organized and efficient way.
Ma'am, could you please share your screen, ma'am? So it's not visible to
It is
us.
visible now.
Yeah, visible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Screen is visible.
Okay. I'll tell you. See, management is very simple. See, we have manpower, we have materials, everything is there. Let's say, for example, we have raw materials. We have everything is there. But actually, what we need?
Finish the goods.
Sorry.
Finish the goods.
Ma'am, to control
Finish.
everything, there should be a management, right?
Yeah, very good, very good. We have raw materials, we have everything, but to control, do everything.
In an organized and efficient way.
Yeah, very good. Okay.
So
Okay, I'll suggest, I'm saying I have not started it, just I'm saying what is what, and please see we can get into it. Okay. What do you mean by business ethics? What do you mean by ethics, ma'am?
Ethics.
to follow
rules and regulations like policies.
It should be maintained
Rules and
under law.
regulations.
management planning
It
and
should be a law.
operation
Is
leading
okay.
and controlling.
Then anybody else?
Yes, ma'am.
The
It's
rules-
policies, terms and
Rules and
conditions. Yeah.
regulations, ma'am.
Nothing but doing right thing in a right way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now let's get into it. See, introduction about management. Management is the process of planning, organizing, directing, and controlling resources such as people, money, and materials to achieve organization goals effectively and efficiently. It ensures that the work is done in the right way, at the right time, and by the right people. Okay, so here management is thing, but it is what? We have to plan. It is the process of planning. Planning is nothing but what? You're deciding in advance what to do next. Let's say, for example, you have planned you have decided to go somewhere else tomorrow. So for that today, what you will be doing? இன்னைக்கு நீங்க என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க? நாளைக்கு நீங்க போலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க வந்து ஒரு இது பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. So what you will do now? இன்னைக்கு என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க?
I'm sorry, your voice is not audible, ma'am.
No,
Sorry,
she's clearly audible.
Your voice is very low, ma'am.
I mean, carry on, ma'am.
No, it's
maybe they have some
clearly
network
audible.
issue. You carry on, ma'am, please.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, okay. See, it is nothing but planning. So how I'm going to reach there, and what is the mode of transport I'm going to use, and at what time I'm going to reach, and how I'm going to spend my time. So this is all called what? Planning. Then what do you mean by organizing? What does mean by organizing? Once I have reached what I'm going to do, how I'm organizing everything, how I'm going to do it. Then directing is nothing but what? Directing is please others you can unmute yourself. Sorry, you can mute yourself. The class is going on, please mute yourself. Only if you have any question or queries, you can unmute yourself, unless don't unmute. And controlling resources such as people, money, so everything. So in simple, management is nothing but what? It is about achieving through goals efficiently. So we should have some goals. Without goals, we cannot proceed anything. Without the start anything, no, obviously what you should have. You should have some goals. Let's say, for example, you might be having, I need to complete this degree, I need to have this, I need to achieve this degree. Let's say MBA exam. So we can call that is also a goal. Either MBA degree, what? It is also
Ma'am, your screen is visible, ma'am. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am. Okay. See, management is about what? It is about achieving goals through people efficiently. We have everything, but what we need? We need people to manage. We need people to direct us. We need people to control us. So when we have all this, when we have planning, organizing, directing, controlling, we call this as a management. So why management is necessary? The management is necessary. Why? Because we have to know, we have to ensure that the work is done in the right way and in the right time and by the right people. So this is a basic introduction about the management. Hope you all understood. Can I proceed to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
You can proceed.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't forget, notes will be,
Yes, ma'am. You can proceed.
I'll share the notes with the source, so sir will take
டேய்,
it, okay?
அவன் இங்க ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பான். எனக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு நினைச்சேன். எனக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு
Please
நினைச்சேன்ப்பா.
mute yourself, ma'am. Okay. And the next one is nature of management. Nature of management is nothing but what is nature? What does management do? So, we coordinate people and resources. Why management is necessary means management ensures that the work is done in the right way. It also helps to achieve the goal efficiently. Without the help of management, you cannot do anything. Okay, I'll give you a simple example. Tomorrow you have some. Let's say tomorrow you have some tests, class test. Okay. Yeah, again I'm getting better, but please, please, a kind request. See, now class, tomorrow you have class. Example, I'm saying tomorrow you have the exam you have. So you have pen and everything is a question paper and everything is there. But what actually we need? We should go and sit and write the exam. Only then what you can get good grade. So that is also a management. Just for the example, simple I have taken this example. So nature of management, let's see. It is universal. Universal is what? It required everywhere. Management is required everywhere. Management on the no intersolum. We cannot say only it is applicable to business, only it is applicable to industries. We cannot say that. Management is required for everywhere. It is required. Anyway, it is required. Now, if you want, you can take a running notes, etc. Now, put the points on just clear the money. You can write. Okay. So it is universal. So management is required everywhere. Where and all it is required. It is required in the business. It is required in the education. It is required in government. So management is required everywhere. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Next is continuous process. See, continuous
Just hold
process
on,
is
please.
nothing but planning is what? Planning is it keeps on going. There is no full stop for planning. Planning to another full stop. There is no full stop for planning. It never stops. It keeps on going. It is goal oriented. What do you mean by goal oriented? What does mean by goal oriented? Disturbing my flow. Okay, guys. See, it is goal oriented. See, goal oriented is nothing but it basically focuses on objectives. So what do you mean by objectives? If you want to achieve some goals, first you should prepare yourself. You should fix an objective. The objective is nothing but what I'm going to do next and how I'm going to do it. It's just like a plan what we are going to do to achieve the objectives. And for that, what and all really, it is a combination of all the three. It is a combination of just with the help of human beings, we cannot do anything. So what it is a combination? It is a combination of what? It is an integrated that combines human, financial and material. Just for manpower, which you cannot achieve anything. Just for financial or money or investment, which also you cannot do anything. And just with the raw material, that's just with the material resources, which you cannot do anything. So it is the combination of all the three. It combines human, financial, and material. It balances between organization and employee needs. So as an employer, the employer must know ஒரு எம்ப்ளாய்க்கு என்ன தேவைன்றது the organization should know. Only that the work goes smoothly and it can able to help to achieve the goals. Okay. And the next slide is why management is important. Any idea, ma'am? Why management is important?
To achieve our business objectives, ma'am, in systematic way.
Okay, in a systematic way to achieve our objectives or to achieve our goals. Okay.
To control everything, the management is very useful to control all the resource, employees, and everybody.
Okay, to control. Okay, simply we can say control. Okay, then
Guidance in the work, ma'am. To guide
us
the employees.
To guide the employees. Okay, everything. Why the management is important means, see, as you said, to control, to monitor, to direct everything for all this purpose, management is important. At the same time, it reduces wastage of resources. See, let's say for example, one person is special. One person can do work, but only in the particular department. He knows he can work only in the sales department. Okay, we should know in the person நம்ம எடுத்துட்டு போய் இந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல போட்டோம் அப்படின்னா மியூட் பண்ணாதீங்கம்மா ப்ளீஸ். Okay, so we should know when I assign the work to someone, he must complete the work. இப்போ நான் ஒருத்தருக்கு ஒரு ஒர்க் கொடுக்குறேன் அப்படின்னா அந்த பர்சனால அந்த ஒர்க் பண்ண முடியுதா இல்லையான்னு சொல்லிட்டு I should know. தெரியாத ஒரு ஒர்க் எடுத்துட்டு போய் ஒரு பர்சனுக்கு கொடுத்தேன் அப்படின்னா when that person doesn't know how to work the particular thing, does my work gets over? ஒரு தெரியாத ஒரு ஒர்க் உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்தேன் அப்படின்னா
No, ma'am.
no, it's not possible. So why the management is important? The management knows which person complete the task. So if I assign some person, that person should complete the task. So it reduces the wastage of resources. It improves productivity and teamwork. So why it improves productivity and teamwork? Why we are saying it? Only when we assign a particular task to someone who knows the job, who knows the task, it increases the productivity and there will be the team will go very good and in a neat way. It enables growth and innovation. See, example, what we can say is, we have we have a project manager. See, what is the role of a project manager? I think most of us are working in companies. See, what is the role of a project manager?
To assign the project to
manager role is like he have to
oversee the work done in an efficient way.
Take all the input from the management and the same way you have to guide the entire project without any issues. The budget and the employees working under the team and the day-to-day task and the company side, the management.
Project manager's role is to assign the work to the particular employees who can do that work efficiently.
Madam, guide the team with a management strategy and monitoring the team and lineup.
Project managers have the responsibility of planning, procurement, and executing their project, actually what they are doing.
Motivating the employees.
To assign the project to the staffs according to their project requirement, ma'am.
Please don't mute me, ma'am. Please don't mute me. See, initially, what project manager will do is project manager first plans. With the team, he plans what to do. Then he guides it, assign the work, assign the task to different people. To all his team people, he will assign the task. Then he starts guiding them. Right for start பண்ணுவாங்க. So how to complete this task and ensure that the task is, that is the project is completed in the deadline. Okay, this is the role of what? The project manager. Example I am saying why management is important. For this example we have taken what? We have taken example as a project manager. Okay. And next one we'll see. Management skills is divided into three. First one it is technical skills. Second one it is human skills, and third one it is conceptual skills. The technical skills is nothing but task-specific knowledge. What is my task-specific knowledge? Some might be very, they might be have a huge idea. Okay, in someone they have task-specific knowledge. Beyond the task, they might be have knowledge. So that is called what? Technical. That is task-specific knowledge. And second one it is human skills. What is human skills? To communicate with the team, to motivate people. Management or skills in there. They should communicate with the people, with the employee first. They should communicate. Only then, without communication. See, human skills is nothing but first, the management should communicate with the employees. Employees get a communicate panna mattunda. What happens? He knows what to do. Then also it motivates people. See, how many of us will say the management is not motivating? See, at each stage we have different level of motivation. Okay, only by communicating and motivating the people, the employee can complete their work or they can complete their task. And third one it is conceptual skills. What do you mean by conceptual skills? The conceptual skills is nothing but strategic thinking, which means they're thinking beyond the, what is that? Understand organization as a whole. See, conceptual is nothing but employee will understand the organization as a whole. They will know the entire, entire things of the organization. So this is called what? So manager, they require different skills at each level. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Next slide it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Evaluation of management thought. The evaluation of management thought. The first one it is scientific management. What is meant by scientific management? It focuses on what? It focuses on
some research.
What it focuses on?
Some research.
Efficiency. Yes, it focuses on people, how to make them to work. நம்ம எப்படி அவங்கள work பண்ண வைக்கணும். எது பண்ணா அவங்க work பண்ணுவாங்க. How to motivate them. How to control them. See, we should not be autocratic. What? Autocratic person இருக்க கூடாது. Why? We should give some freedom to employees to work. நம்ம ரொம்ப வந்து அவங்கள ஸ்ட்ரிக்டா பாத்துக்கிட்டே இருந்து ஏதாவது சொல்லிட்டு வைக்க அவங்க கிட்ட ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரிக்டா இருந்தாலே எம்ப்ளாயி ஒர்க் பண்ணுவாங்களா?
No, ma'am.
No, the employee
No, ma'am.
work பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. What we should do is what the management should do. The management gives some freedom to work in their own way. So they might be also having some ideas. They might be having lot of strategic. அவங்களுக்கும் இருக்கும். So once the work is being allotted, we have to give them freedom. Freedom கொடுத்தா மட்டும்தான் அவங்களால என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? They can work according to their style, according to their wish. And the second one it is behavioral approach. See, behavioral approach is said by whom? It is said by Maslow and Mayo. It talks about human relation and motivation. So behavioral approach is nothing but it is human relation. Human relation means how the people, one employee behaves with another employee. It is people centered, which means one person every another person could have behaved பண்றாங்க. You're talking about only the workplace. So how one can one. Okay. Then motivation. Motivation is something but how the management motivates, how the manager motivates the employee to complete this task. This is called what? Behavioral. Okay, and the next approach we have is modern approach. See, modern approach is nothing but how the management is encouraging, the employees to work systematically, how they are approaching their employees. Example, we can say Toyota. What do you mean by TQM?
Total quality management. Total quality management.
Total quality management.
Quality
Toyota
management.
uses TQM for quality management. They ensure whatever they supply, it must have what? Quality management. Okay. And the next slide we have is task of a professional manager. What do you mean by task of a professional manager? What is a task? How we say this manager is a professional manager? He must set the goals. He must set the objectives. Then he must plan the work. He must allocate the resources. Building effective teams. Just like that, we cannot say that in the manager வந்து ஒரு நல்ல மேனேஜர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு we cannot say just ஒரு manager பார்த்த உடனே we cannot say oh he's a good manager. Only when we can say he's a professional manager. When we can say only when he sets goals, objectives, he knows how to plan, he knows how to allocate the resources, he knows how to lead the team. Or team வந்து எப்படி lead பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு a good manager should know, and also he should know how to motivate the team. ஒரு team lead பண்றதோ இல்லாம, and also he should know how to motivate the team. Okay, and also he should monitor the performance. இப்போ ஒரு employee work பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா he should keep on monitor the performance. ஒரு performance வந்து check பண்ணணும். ஒரு employee வந்து how he is working. It's not about finding fault. அவன் தப்பா பண்றானா அவனை corner பண்ணணும். That's not a motivation. That's not an intention of what? Intention of manager. What does he do is he just monitor the performance, whether the task is going smoothly or not. The manager should know. If there is a problem, if there's problem is there, what the manager should do? The manager should improve the process. He must give his input. Must give some ideas to whom? And also he must have the adapt to change and encourage innovation. Okay. Yes, ma'am. See, next one it is organizational culture. What do you mean by organizational culture? Any idea about organizational culture?
Work culture.
Work culture. Okay, you're right. See, it is something that it is shared value, beliefs, and behavior. See, in a workplace environment, how the organized culture has been changed and how it works, how the culture works. See, it is something that shared values, beliefs, and behaviors. ஒரு work cultureல நம்ம எப்படி behave பண்றோம், how we are going to share our values, how we are going to believe it. So it influences what? It influences decision making and productivity. See, what do you mean by decision making? Example, I'll tell you. Let's take an Amazon. So what is the culture of Amazon? What is the organization culture of Amazon? Amazon promotes a customer first culture, which means the first preference is given, that is the customer. They might have some problems, they might have some issues. What the Amazon is doing is they follows what culture? They follow customer first culture. They give preference and they give attention to the customer first. They understand what is the queries and what is the problem and what is the difficulties they are facing. So this is called what? Organizational culture. How they listen to their values, how we behave, and how we influences behavior, and ஒருத்தரை பார்த்து நம்ம எப்படி நம்மள சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்குவோம், and how we change our decision and how we make our decision very clearly. It improves what? Strong culture which improves our performance. Okay, and next slide we have is business environment. What do you mean by business environment?
Working with the people and who are like நம்ம கூட வேலை செய்யறவங்க and
Working
then
with
the management.
Workplace and employees.
It's about the organizational culture.
Okay. See, business environment is something that it includes internal factors and external factors. That influences what? That influences the operation. That is, it influences the business operation, decision, performance, growth, everything. It which influences these two factors influences. Okay, in simple we can say is business environment is everything. It is everything that surrounds the business and affects its what? Functioning. See, we have two types of business environment. First one, it is what? It is internal. Internal, what and all we can say it is as a business environment, internal sources.
Employees,
Our employees, ma'am.
management,
Yes, we can
Our
say
management.
employees.
policies,
Yeah, policy, structure. We can say
physical
this is a,
resources,
we can say this is at what? Internal sources. And what
internal
is
environment,
external sources? External sources, it is
Clients, customers.
customers,
outside. Internal is within the business குள்ள இருக்கிற sources அது என்ன சொல்லுவோம் நம்ம? We call it as a internal sources. External sources is what? It is outside the business. Business இருக்குல்ல, அதுக்கு outside என்னென்ன sources அப்படின்னா obviously what? Customers, competitors, technology, economy we can say government. These five sources we can call as what? We can call these sources as external. See, in simple, business environment is something that how internal and external factors that influences what? Organization. எப்படி இந்த internal factors external factors ஒரு organization எப்படி influence பண்றாங்க அப்படின்றத we call it what? And next slide you'll see system approach. The system approach is something
In the last slide, I'm sorry for the interruption. In the last slide, you have mentioned like PESTL, PESTL. What is that, ma'am?
See, PESTL, once again. This slide, no? See, PESTL is something that
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
it
ma'am.
helps the manager. See, a PESTL it's a kind of analysis. It's a statistical tool used to study the macro environment that is outside, that is எந்தெந்த factors pestal அப்படிங்கிறது P stands for political, E stands for economic, S stands for social, T stands for technological, E stands for environmental, and L for what? Legal.
Legal.
Factor. Legal. How these factors now, pestal is a strategic tool. In the strategic tool, why it is necessary? It is necessary to study the macro environment of the business. How
Madam,
it helps
political, economic, ma'am, political, economical, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Social.
Technological,
environmental, legal.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Why it is necessary? It helps the manager to understand the external factors. In the factors எல்லாம் எதுக்கு pestal analysis? இது ஒரு tool. Why we are calling it as a tool means it helps the manager. Manager வந்து help பண்ணும். எதுக்கு? External factors இருக்குல்ல, இந்த external factors தான் என்னோட business performance affect பண்ண போகுது. How it affects my business performance and decision making. Understood? It helps the organization to identify what opportunities and threats that come from the external environment. Understood, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
And the next one we have is system approach. What do you mean by systems approach?
And the ERP models which they use for our business. ERP tools. ERP tools.
Working together to achieve
Or
particular process develop பண்றது
Then one system to another system communication.
Ma'am,
Yes,
you are
very
muted.
good. See, system. No, I'm not being muted. Now mute la irken. System approach is nothing but it is a set of interrelated subsystems. It is combination. It encourages the big picture view of entire organization. Example, I'll tell you. Let's take a hospital. Obviously, what a hospital needs? A hospital needs doctors. ஒரு ஹாஸ்பிடல் எடுத்துட்டோம்னா ஹாஸ்பிடல் வந்து integrated system we call hospital as a integrated system. Why? The hospital needs doctors. Hospital ku doctors வேணுமா?
Yes, madam.
Yes,
ma'am.
we need nurse. Nurse also, we need nurse. We need admin. So all the three person to work together. See, when these three person are together, they can work together. So that's why we are calling this system approach. See, system approach is nothing but it is what? It is set of all interrelated and subsystems. That is, we need input, we need process, then we can show the output. Example, let's take a hospital. A hospital requires what? Requires doctors, nurses, admin to work together. Let's take a classroom. Or classroomல நம்ம எப்படி வந்து interconnected, how we are going to call the class as an interconnected subsystem. Example, I'll tell you. How
It needs teachers, students, principal.
Yes, we need a college. We need a principal. We need a principal. We need teachers. We need students. We need a blackboard. So everything we need only to work together, only to teach class, to make the students understand. So it is called what? System approach. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Yes. 11 to you can take a short break now. We'll join after the break.
PCP ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸஸ்ல A25 பேட்ச்னு இருக்கும். நீங்க நம்ம வெப்சைட் குள்ள போங்க, மெட்ராஸ் யூனிவர்சிட்டி ஐடி வெப்சைட்ல போயிட்டு PCP ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸஸ் காட்டும். அதுக்குள்ள நீங்க என்டர் பண்ணிட்டு A25 பேட்ச்னு காட்டும். அதுல போனீங்கன்னா டீட்டெயில்ஸா டேட்டு வித் டைமோட அவங்க கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு மார்னிங் வந்து 9:30 to 12:30 மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் பிரின்சிபல்ஸ் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் எத்திக்ஸ். ஸோ இதுக்கு 2 ஐடி இருக்கு. ஒரே கிளாஸஸ் தான், ஆனா 2 ஐடி இருக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் இப்போ ஈவினிங் பாத்தீங்கன்னா இன்னைக்கு ஈவினிங் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 1:30 to 4:30 PM வந்து ஆர்கனைசேஷனல் பிஹேவியர் கிளாஸ் இருக்கு. அதே மாதிரி நாளைக்கும் 9:30 to 12:30 பாத்தீங்கன்னா அதே மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் பிரின்சிபல்ஸ் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் எத்திக்ஸ் கிளாஸஸ் இருக்கு. அதே மாதிரி ஈவினிங் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 1:30 to 4:30 ஆர்கனைசேஷனல் பிஹேவியர் கிளாஸ் இருக்கு. ஸோ இன்னைக்கும் நாளைக்கும் 2 சப்ஜெக்ட்.
Okay. See, the next one we are going to discuss is planning and decision making. First, I'll tell you what is meaning of planning. See, planning is nothing but deciding in advance what to do, how to do, and when to do, and who will do the task. See, planning என்றது என்னதான் நம்ம பிளான் சொல்லுவோம். It is deciding in advance. That is, நாளைக்கு நான் ஏதோ பண்ண போறேன். So today I'm designing it in advance. So what to plan, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do, and who will going to do the task. This is called what? Planning. So it reduces why we are planning in advance. So what is the need for planning in advance? Before we plan panni vechikrom to reduce uncertainty and uses the resources effectively. Why we are calling it as reduces uncertainty? What do you mean by uncertainty here? Uncertainty na enna? Yes, we can say anything might happen. Yes, anything might
reduce the
happen.
confusion.
So, yes, to reduce the confusion. Okay, somewhat you're nearby. See, uncertainty is nothing but to reduce. Anything might happen. Tomorrow it might rain, so your plan get collapsed. So before precaution, what you are going to do? So you want to reach to that place. நீங்க அந்த பிளேஸ்க்கு ரீச் பண்ணியே ஆகணும். ஸோ அதுக்கு நம்ம இன்னைக்கே பிளான் பண்ணி, ஸோ நாளைக்கு ரெயின் வந்தா நம்ம இந்த மோட் ஆஃப் டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். இல்லைன்னா ரெயின் இல்லைன்னா we can go by 2-wheeler. In case if it rains, we can book a car. So whatever it is, if you plan in prior, only then you can achieve it and you can reach the destination. Okay. So why we are calling, why plan is important? It defines the direction. It tells you to which direction you are traveling, which is the right way that you are going to travel, and also it reduces uncertainty. எதிர்பாராத விஷயம் வந்து நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம், நீங்க தவிர்க்கலாம். You cannot cover, but you can கம்மி பண்ணலாம். You can reduce the uncertainty, and also it improves resource utilization. What do you mean by resource utilization? Let's say, for example, just now I told you, if it rains, you can use 2-wheeler. I can use 4-wheeler. If it doesn't rain, you can use my 2-wheeler. 4-wheeler, 2-wheeler. So this is how I'm going to make use of my resources. And also it is essential for growth and stability. So when you do this, obviously what it is, the plan is essential for the company or the business growth, and it can make your plan very stable. Okay, understood? And next one we have is steps in planning. The steps in planning is, the first one it is set clear objective, that is setting goals. First you should know what you are going to achieve. உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேணும் அப்படிங்கிறது first you should set your clear goals. You should set clear goals, then you should gather information. Once you have set the clear goals, you should start picking up information from various sources. Okay, and next one it is develop alternative. For example, I told you that tomorrow if it rains, obviously you have planned to move in a 2-wheeler. In the 2-wheeler போலாம் அப்படின்னு plan பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. But suddenly rain if it rains, obviously you must have an alternative option. In the option illana, you must have an alternative option. That is, in case if it rains, I will use my 4-wheeler. So this is what? Developing alternatives. And from this, you have to select which one is best plan. Out of 2 alternatives, you should choose which the plan is good for me. And and you should implement the plan. Once I have developed the alternatives, I have out of 2 options, I have chose this option. In the option I choose பண்ணிட்டேன். இதை நான் எப்படி implement பண்ண போறேன்? Okay, once I have implemented, I need to review the results. What I have done, நான் இதை பண்ணிருக்கேன். So far where I have reached and update as needed. Okay, example I can say, Tesla's you can say, Tesla company plans production schedules based on demand. Let's say, for example, you're going to a market. You're buying a particular product. Okay, so obviously when you keep on frequently, when many customers start demanding for one product, obviously what happens, the product to the value என்ன ஆகும்? What happens? The product value goes up. It increases, and also there will be more demand, and the product compulsory there will be a demand. Okay, these are the steps in planning, and next we'll see types of planning. What are the types of planning? We have types of planning means how a plan can be classified. The plan can be classified into 3 types. The first one, it is short term. Second one, it is long term. And third one, it is what? It is strategic, tactical, operational. See, I'll tell you what I mean by short term. What do you mean by short term? See, short term planning is nothing but we might plan daily, we might plan weekly, we might plan monthly. So these are the plans we called as what? We can call it as a short term. Whereas long term planning is, it is a strategic plan. Strategic plan means long term, obviously it takes up to 3 to 5 years. So that we call it as what? We call it as a long term. So strategic, yes, strategic, tactical, operational. These are the different levels of planning that is required. What? Required at the time, and what is the years that will take? Okay. For example, strategic is less to 0 to 6 months. Strategic plan is 0 to just 6 months it takes. But whereas tactical planning is 1 to 3 years, whereas operational is more than 3 years. These are the types of planning. Understood? And next slide is limitation of planning. What are the limitation of planning? What is limitation?
Limitation means is nothing but it's an obstacle, ma'am.
Border.
We can say that you cannot
Limited order,
you
ma'am.
cannot avoid any uncertainty. You must have another option, but you cannot what? You cannot remove uncertainty. எதிர்பாராத ஒரு விஷயம் நீங்க எப்பவுமே வந்து you cannot avoid பண்ண முடியாது. அது வந்து உங்க பிளான்ல இருந்து நீங்க remove பண்ண முடியாது. Not in all cases.
Facing challenges is also included, ma'am. Facing challenges is also included. I think so. Facing challenges.
Yes. Yeah, proceed. Uncertainty cannot be removed or it cannot be avoided. Then time consuming and costly. Sometimes you are choosing something alternative. So what happens? It might be time consuming. It takes your time more. So that kind also you cannot avoid. Okay, and the time consuming along with the cost also, the cost also included in that. So what happens in this case? You cannot create or you cannot remove, you cannot avoid anything. It cannot be avoided. May reduce flexibility. You might be having by going by this mode of transport, you might be very flexible. But unless when you're choosing some other option, it reduces your flexibility. If you're using 4-wheeler, it reduces your flexibility. So these are the what? These are the limitations of planning. Along with that, it requires continuous updating. What do you mean by continuous updating? You must keep on updating yourself. When you have shifted from one plan to another plan, suddenly what happens? Everything will change. Suddenly your plan, everything will change. Transport, you're going to lose time, everything. everything is safe. So what happens here? It requires continuous basis. Okay. And next we'll see flexibility in planning. What I mean by flexibility in planning? Plans must have adapt to changes. For what? It encourages innovation solution, improves long-term survival. Example we can say, previously if you want to watch
Ma'am, your screen, ma'am.
Ma'am, screen is not
Screen is gone, ma'am.
Screen is not visible.
Ma'am, screen, please.
ஏய் ஒருத்தர் சொல்லுங்கடா டேய் லூசுங்களா எல்கேஜி பசங்களா நீங்க ஒருத்தர் சொல்லுங்கடா
Yeah, sorry. Now it's visible, no? Okay, example I'll tell you. Previously, if you want to watch any movies, what we will do? Your movies பார்க்கணும்னா என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க?
We'll go to theater.
You will go to theater, and some persons who cannot afford going to a movie. So what they will do? They will buy CDs, they will buy DVDs.
Social media pages, ma'am.
They'll start watching movies. But now what happens? Now if any change happens, now everything is available in Netflix, Amazon Prime. So OTT platforms are available. So this is called what? Flexibility in planning. Ennaala movie poga mudiyadhu. So what I am doing instead, movie ku direct movie poi watch pandradhukku, theater la poi watch pandradhukku badala what I am doing it? I am sitting at home and watching the movie through OTT platforms. Example, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, YouTube, anything you can say. So this is what flexibility in planning.
In planning.
And next slide, it is characteristics of a good plan. Okay, when you say that it is a good plan, your plan should be very clear. It should be realistic. It should be what? It should be economical. It should be flexible. So we can say it should be easy to understand and implement. See, your plan நீங்க போடுறீங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த பிளான் என்னவா இருக்கணும், ஒருத்தருக்கு இன்னொருத்தருக்கு புரியணும். So other person should understand the plan. So another person should have the flexibility in executing. So another person should have the realistic approach to understand the things. So when we call it as a good plan, and the plan நம்ம எப்போ good ன்னு சொல்லுவோம்னா unless the person understand and implement. So when the person can easily understand the plan and implement, so we call that as a what? A good plan. Understood? And the next slide is MBO, management by objectives. What do you mean by management by objectives?
We have to set a goal for an management. We have to do as per that objectives wish.
Okay, so management by objective is nothing but the manager and the employees set goals together. See, previously நம்ம என்ன பார்த்தோம் managementல, managers வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, management
Please explain again, ma'am.
See, management by objective is nothing but it is the manager and the employees set goals together. Previously, what we have seen, the manager will set the goals, and yaar adukku work பண்ணுவா, who will work for that? The employees work for that. But here, management by objective na enna அப்படினா, manageரும் சரி, employeesம் சரி, ரெண்டு பேரும் சேர்ந்து goal set பண்றது தான் it is called what? Management by
objectives.
It improves what? It improves motivation. So managers and employees both feel very motivated. They both feel motivated. They are accountability. What do you mean by accountability? What do you mean by accountability?
Taking the responsibility.
Taking ownership. Very good. Taking responsibility. They are responsible for the work. They are responsible for the task. And clarity. So when they set goals together, they might have what? It improves motivation, And also both manager as well as the employers are accountable. They are responsible and they might have a clarity. They have clear clarity about the things. What? Things very clearly. Example I can say, Infosys IT sector we can say. IT sector, what IT sector will do?
Change the slide.
So what, still I'm working on this slide only, ma. Still I'm taking, okay. See, Infosys uses management by objectives. Why? See, every annual target, see, Infosys sets annual targets using what? ஒரு டார்கெட் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க ஆனுவலா 1 இயருக்கு ஒன்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு டார்கெட் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க தே யூஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் பை ஆப்ஜெக்டிவ் வந்து அவங்க யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க வேற என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க how they will set the annual target by putting together by manager and employees ரெண்டு பேரும் சேர்ந்து என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க ஒரு கோலை வந்து செட் பண்ணுவாங்க so this happens in where it happens in the Infosys. Okay, and the next slide we are going to see is strategic management process. What I mean by strategic management?
Ma'am, you are muted.
For example, a task has been, yes. For example, I have been assigned a task. So the task has been assigned. It's my work. It's my duty to complete the task. At the end of the day, I should be responsible to someone whether I have completed or not. But what I have to do, I have to implement strategy. என்னோட strategy என்ன இப்போ ஒரு work complete பண்ணனும் அப்படினா என்னோட strategy நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன் might be நான் வந்து instead of hard work I'm going to use smart work. So this is also my strategy. So it involves what? It involves both. It analyzes internal environment as well as external environment. Okay, so we have to formulate strategy. நம்ம என்ன strategy formulate பண்ண போறோம் என்ன strategy நம்ம implement பண்ண போறோம் what is the strategy I'm going to formulate and the strategy வந்து உருவாக்க போறேன். Okay, and next one it is implement. How I'm going to implement my strategy and how I'm going to evaluate my performance. I have implemented, I have formulated the strategy, I have implemented it. I'm going to evaluate my performance. How I'm so far I have done it. So that is called what? Strategic management process. And next slide, it is decision making process. What do you mean by decision making process? What does mean by decision making the best process? Options. Selecting the best options. Yes, very good. Yes. Among various alternatives are available. Okay. See, I have 10 rupees. I can go, example I am saying, I have 10 rupees. Whether I want to buy chocolate, whether I want to buy a pen. So, decision making is choosing the best alternative from what? From among other alternatives. Okay, நிறைய sorry உங்களுக்கு you have நிறைய options you can go and buy, you can go to the market and buy something, you can buy one fruit or you can buy one vegetables or you can buy one pen, you can buy one chocolate, anything you can do. So what is among various alternatives available, choosing the best one. You should know which is the best one. That is called what? Decision making. Decision making problems is first you need to identify the problem. Let's say for example, இப்போ road இருக்கு. ஓகேவா, இப்போ ரோட்ல வந்து frequent accident நடக்குது. So எதால accident நடக்குது? You should identify the problem. இப்போ ரோட் இருக்குன்னா frequent அந்த இடத்துல வந்து accidents நடந்துட்டே இருக்கு. You should identify the problem. Why accident is happening? Why frequently it's happening? Any reason?
To disobey the rules and regulations.
That's trading. Yes. Drinking அவங்கள ஃபாஸ்டா வரலாம். சரியா? சில பேர் வந்து பைக் ரேசன்ஸ் கூட ஃபாஸ்டா வரலாம். Avoiding helmets. So you should what? You should identify the problems. You should identify the problems. And second one, it is develop alternatives. So develop alternatives, what you can do is, you can build a speed breaker to avoid the speed limit of the bike. You can build a speed breaker. Or speed breaker is obviously என்ன ஆகும், ஃபாஸ்டா போறவங்க டக்குனு ஒரு பிரேக் போடுவாங்க. Yes, slow up. There என்ன ஆகும், you can avoid the possibility of accident. Yes, third one, you should evaluate. You should see before the speed breaker was not there, frequently accidents were happening. After speed breaker is there is a less number of accidents. Or there is no accident. You should evaluate what you have done. You should evaluate it, and you should select the solution. So the solutions I have taken now, you have to implement it and you have to monitor. So that is called what? Decision making process. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. And next, it is decision making techniques, which means how I'm going to, what are the techniques I'm going to implement it. Example, I'll tell you, it is SWOT analysis. What does the SWOT stand for? SWOT stands for strength,
weakness, opportunity, and threats.
threats. Very good. Then it should be a cost benefit. For example, if producing one pen is 20 rupees, means how I'm going to reduce my cost, how I'm going to reduce my wastage. So here you can reduce your cost, and out of it you can get benefit. Okay, understood? And decision tree analysis.
SWOT abbreviation.
Can you please repeat the SWOT abbreviation?
Strength, weakness, opportunity.
Yeah, strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Okay, so now I'm moving on a little bit fast. We have enough time. The next slide is organization structure and design. What do you mean by organizing? First, we have seen planning. We have seen. What do you mean by organizing? See, organizing is nothing but arranging the resources and tasks for planning. Yes, already நம்ம plan பண்ணியாச்சு. Plan பண்ணிட்டோம். நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம் அப்படின்றது plan பண்ணிட்டோம். What is mean by organizing?
Ma'am, to execute our ideas.
Coordinate or execute the
Planning.
Yes, very good. To execute. Yes, to execute the ideas, what we should do? We should arrange the resources and tasks for efficiency. It defines what? It defines the roles and responsibility of hierarchy. Hierarchy, we can say, let's say, for example, if you take a school, what is the role of a principal? What is the role of vice principal? What is the role of class teacher? And what is the role of the students? See, the hierarchy means the hierarchy falls from the topper level to the mid level and to the lower level. நம்மளுக்கு வந்து இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் டைரக்டா பிரின்சிபல் கிட்ட இருந்து டைரக்டா நமக்கு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் வந்து சொல்லுவாங்களா? Does it happens anywhere?
No, ma'am.
No, the principal,
First teachers.
The principal. Yeah, the information flows from where? It flows from the principal to vice principal and to teacher, and to finally it reaches to the student. This is how the organization, the same happens in the organization, where it starts from where? It starts from the manager, then it starts from the assistant manager, then it comes to the project manager, and finally it reaches to the employees. And this is how the organized structure and designs work in the organization. So what happens when we have the proper channel? What happens? What happens or proper channel link or proper channel? When we have a proper hierarchy, obviously we can increase the productivity and there will be a coordination among the members. Understood? Yes.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
And the next slide, it is about authority and delegation. What do you mean by authority and delegation? First, tell me, what is the authority? What does authority means?
Authority means the person who is going to
legal right of the
giving
manager.
power.
Power, ma'am.
Power to
give order.
decide. Okay.
Legal right,
See,
ma'am.
Governing
authority
body.
in simple words. Okay. See, authority is nothing but in simple words, right to make decision. The power is given to the employees to decide. Okay, the right to make decisions. Employees வந்து அந்த authority கொடுத்துட்டேன். நீ என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணு. I have assigned the work and I have given the authority. நீ work பண்ணு. உன்னோட style நீ work பண்ணு. So authority is nothing but right to make decision. Understood? Yes.
Yes,
What
Yes.
is mean by delegation
Yes,
here?
ma'am.
Delegation means what? What is mean by delegation?
Assigning authority and responsibility, ma'am.
Giving responsibility
Yes.
to the employees.
Authority
Yes,
and
giving
responsibility.
responsibility. You must be responsible. You must be responsible to this work. Responsibility. I have given you the task. It's your work to complete the task.
Giving
It's
100%
your
to a work.
assigning. Yeah, assigning authority and responsibility is called what? Delegation. It improves what? It improves efficiency. It improves employees'
Efficiency
efficiency
and
to work.
productivity.
Work. What do you mean by decentralization? What do you mean by decentralization?
Decentralization means
decision-making
which helps the
power.
employees also to have a decision-making process.
Power
Yes,
across
very
different
good.
roles, ma'am.
Very good. Decentralization means the employees has given the power to work. The
On
freedom
their
is
own.
given. The authority has given the freedom to work. Quick decision and employee participation. Whereas centralization means what? What do you mean by centralization? What is the vice versa of centralization?
The
Decentralization.
authority is a centralized person.
Yes,
provides
he
the
does not give
responsibilities to the
any
employees.
freedom is not given to the employees. Centralization என்ன அப்படின்னா ஒரு எம்ப்ளாய்க்கு வந்து ஃப்ரீடமே கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. Freedom is not at all given to the employee. That is called what? Centralization. But whereas decentralization means yes,
The
the
authority
freedom
is
is
given to the employee.
Yeah,
Responsibilities
very
and
good.
decision making
The
should be given to
authority,
the employees.
freedom is given to the employees so that they can complete the task peacefully. They can complete the task on time before the deadline. Okay. And next slide, it is interdepartmental coordination. What do you mean by interdepartmental coordination?
Creating a
Ma'am, there are
Between
cooperation.
departments, no?
Communication between the different departments, ma'am.
Communication. Okay, what is the
Convergence.
difference between inter and intra?
And
Inter means inside the
intra is
branches.
within
Inside
with
the
the clients.
communication, inside the organization, ma'am. Inter.
Within the department or within the organization?
Within the
Communication of
organization.
department.
Inter
Anyone,
means within
anyone.
the states, ma'am. Intra means
Intra means
with the
within the
state.
organization. Inter means outside of the organization.
Anybody else?
Ma'am, there are
Intra means
Communication, ma'am.
inside the organization, ma'am. Inter means outside the organization.
Okay.
It's between departments are different setups.
Clients.
If it is production department or sales department, they have to coordinate together and they have to do their work.
Yes, ma'am. In the
Sales
same
department
organization, interaction with the different departments.
Okay, very good, very good.
And intra means
within
within the same department.
Yes, yes, very good. Intra
Intra
means
means
within one department, within
within
one
the same
organization.
department.
Within what?
Within the same
one-
department, ma'am.
Yes, inter means between one department to another department. Okay, the activities
Two
that happen
departments.
between one department to the another between
Another
one or
department. Information.
yes. See, why we are saying that interdepartmental coordination is necessary? Why it is necessary? So it ensures what? Smooth
Teamwork,
workflow
ma'am.
across units. For example, if there is coordination between the sales department and the finance department ko sales department ko or a good coordination or a good cooperation irundhuchna, obviously what happens? Enna agum? Work on the smoother
Productivity,
ஸ்மூத்தா அங்க வந்து ஒர்க் போகும் மேடம்.
Yes, very good. The work goes very smoothly. What we can reduce, நம்ம என்ன reduce பண்ணலாங்க? ஒரு ஸ்மூத்தா போச்சு, ஒரு ரெண்டு டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் குள்ள work வந்து ஸ்மூத்தா போகுது அப்படின்னு what we can reduce, நம்ம என்ன வந்து குறைக்கலாம்? What we can reduce automatically?
Miscommunication.
We can reduce conflicts, misunderstanding. இதெல்லாம் நம்ம reduce பண்ணலாம். What we can enhance is obviously we can enhance teamwork between the departments. For example, if one department is dealing with, if one sales department is doing their work, finance department is doing, there should be there should be good communication and coordination between the departments. It reduces conflicts. When the coordination is good, it reduces conflicts or misunderstanding on the fights, frequency of misunderstanding on the thing, it reduces, and also teamwork enhancement. Okay. Yes. And next one, it is corporate structured trends. What do you mean by corporate structured trends?
Some modern changes happening.
Okay. Corporate structure trends, it is flat structure, that is team-based organization, increased innovation structures, global companies prefer hybrid models. Okay, example, I'll tell you directly example. We can still many sectors, still many IT sectors are working in the hybrid models. What do you mean by hybrid model? By hybrid,
Remote and on-site, ma'am.
3 days from office and 2 days from home.
Yes, very good. 3 days office. What hybrid model is saying, but 3 days they will go to the office and 2 days they can sitting at home and working. That is work from home. Okay, so what happens? It increases innovation focus. They bring new ideas it increases innovation focuses. Because the work pressure of the employees. Okay, this is how still many global companies, still many IT sectors prefers what? Hybrid models. Understood? Okay. What is meant by span of control? What is meant by span of
Number of employees under one manager.
Yes.
Can you explain that hybrid models?
The hybrid models is nothing but many global companies, that is many IT sectors, still they are following hybrid models. That is 3 days they have to go to office and 2 days they can sit at home and work. That is work from home. 2 days work from home and 3 days it is work from office. So this is called what? Hybrid. Hybrid is combination of two. When two things together, we call it as a what? Hybrid. Then what is remote working? Remote models means? Remote means?
பின்தங்கியது.
Yes. Work from home. 5 days for all the 5. Yes, very good. Remote and 5 நாளுமே work from 5 நாளுமே வீட்ல work பண்ணி இதே hybrid னா 3 நாள் 2 days வந்து நீங்க வீட்ல உட்கார்ந்து
மேம் இது என்ன சாப்டர்னு சொல்றீங்களா?
Ma'am, somebody is disturbing on the class. Some voices break.
This is about to end. The third chapter நம்ம முடிக்க போகுது. Next நம்ம fourth start பண்ணலாம். Yeah, don't worry. I'll finish it off. Don't worry. Okay. What is span of control?
Ma'am, a group of people, ma'am.
Okay. See, span of control is few subordinates. In there, obviously, group of subordinates, close supervision. That is, only one head can rule the 10 people. For example, in a team, 10 will be there, but only one head can control. Okay, why we are saying that only one head should control? Yes, ma'am.
If lot members was there, na, they will be messed up.
If many persons take control in the
Avoid
hand, there will be a
mislead.
chaos in management.
Yep.
So
And
if
the
one
manager can
person
able
controls
to
it, it will
track
be
the
good.
progresses.
Yes, for example, now I have asked question. So many officers answering. So what
They
then
will
what
face some
happens
difficult,
there?
ma'am.
There might be confusion. So I cannot guess who is. I cannot say who is answers correctly. I cannot say. So this is span of control is what? There should be only one supervisor to control all the subordinates. So under 10 பேர் இருக்காங்கன்னா அந்த 10 பேர் வந்து ஒருத்தர் control பண்றாங்க. Sorry, one should control all the 10 employees. That is called what? Span of control. Why we are saying it? There will be a balance. There will be a balance between the employees and the employer, which ensures efficiency. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And the next thing, we just move on to the leadership. Sorry, we'll see management by exemption. Management by exemption is what? Manager focus on major derivation, which means management by exemption, it deals with what? It focuses on saves times and effort. It is useful in large organization. It is not useful in small scale, small business la irupangala. And the mari management MBE is not applicable to such small organization. It is applicable and it is useful only in the large organization. What it improves is, it improves their decision quality. For example, if one person is saying one decision and another person is saying another decision, so the decisions may vary, where it is useful in large organization, whereas the manager focuses on major derivatives. He focuses on main decision. It improves the decision quality. It saves times and effort. Next one, we'll see leadership. What does mean by leadership?
Ma'am, you skipped his 27th slide, ma'am. You just skip concept of
Okay. Yeah. Just one second. Yeah, concept of control. Yes, see, concept of control is nothing but man, span of control eduthala adoda concept da adu. Just nothing. See, concept of control is, see, we must ensure that our performance, whatever the task we have seen, whatever the task we have assigned, we have to ensure that the task is going in the right way or not. Okay, you have to find the deviations. Whether I have, for example, from Chennai, I'm going from Chennai. I have planned to travel from Chennai to Bangalore. Whether I'm going in the same direction, whether I'm deviating myself, whether நான் இங்க இருந்து ஸ்ட்ரைட்டா போகணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்னா இல்ல டிவியேட் இல்லனா நான் வந்து வழி மாறி வேற எங்கயாவது போய் ரீச் ஆகணும் அப்படின்றது தான் deviation. Deviation means what? It is finding that whether I'm deviating from one place க்கு போகாம whether I'm changing my mind to be reach somewhere else. So concept of control is, it shows whether I'm traveling in the same direction or I'm diverting myself from something else. And also it corrects them. If I'm traveling in the wrong direction, it helps.
Your voice not here, ma'am.
Please, who's muting, ma? Please don't mute. Okay. And next
Ma'am,
one,
your voice is not hearing, ma'am.
Yeah, now it is audible, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And the next one, it is leadership. What do you mean by leadership? Why everybody needs leader? நம்மளுக்கு ஏன் leader வேணும்? Leader இல்லாம நம்ம work பண்ணலாமே. ஏன் leader வேணும்? Why we require leader?
To guide
bunch of person
Guide deliberate
and guidance.
Yes.
To clear our doubts, ma'am. To clear our doubts.
Yes, leadership is nothing but leaders influences and motivate people to achieve goals. Let's say, for example, here why I am teaching class. Why I'm teaching class for you people?
To guide the
Let us know
MBA
about the
program,
master.
what it is,
To guide the logistics.
the subject it is, and
Okay, to get
your
the
To know the
Knowledge.
knowledge.
inside, in-depth knowledge about the particular subject. Without taking class also you can write exam. Why leadership is required? See, it
To understand the
requires, it
conceptuals.
influences and guides,
Clarify
it
some doubts.
To get
motivates the
additional
people
knowledge
to.
about the subject.
Yes, very good, very good. See, leadership is nothing but what? It influences and motivate the people to achieve goals. Okay, styles, why it is necessary means it improves teamwork and productivity. Teamwork, or leader இருந்தாங்க அப்படினா, or employee தப்பு பண்றாங்க அப்படினா, the leader has the right to stop them. The leader can guide them. The leader can say, no, the work you are doing is wrong. You can take the work like this. You can do this work this way. So this is how the leadership works.
ma'am,
Okay,
one doubt.
see,
What
styles
is
we
lies
can
is
say.
sorry.
See, what are the styles? Autocratic. What do you mean by autocratic leadership?
Takes the decision on his own without consulting.
Only
What
one
is mean by
person will
autocratic leadership? See, autocratic leadership is nothing but what? The freedom is not given to the employees. The employees is not given freedom. Employees வந்து freedom கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. So what they will do? So what when freedom is not given to the employees, what happens? The employees will not. The employees will not work. The employees cannot bring their idea forward. உங்களை restricted வச்சிருந்தாங்க, உங்களுக்கு எந்த freedom-உம் கொடுக்கலனா, it's not
They will
possible.
travel to some
You
special.
have to listen only to your leader. So you
Somebody
cannot
is
bring any
talking behind the
innovation.
class,
You cannot say any new idea. So this is called what? Autocratic. What do you mean by democratic leadership?
employees' ideas or listen.
Workers will
Employees
elect
கொடுக்குற
their
ideas
leader.
இவங்க வந்து ஏத்துப்பாங்க
The
leadership.
workers will elect their leader.
Yes, democratic leadership is what? The freedom is given. The freedom is given to their
The
what?
workers are given equal
Worker.
freedom.
The employees. Yes. The democratic leader is the employees is given freedom to work in their own way. Okay. And the last one is laissez-faire, which means what? What does it mean?
Government won't interfere.
Which allows
See,
the
laissez-faire leadership
employees to
means
make their own
it
decisions.
is what? When the leader gives the complete freedom is given to the what? Employees, not part of freedom. The entire freedom is given to the employee to make the decision and manage their own work. So this is called what? Laissez-faire leadership, which means complete freedom, or entire freedom அவங்களுக்கு கொடுத்தாச்சு. So they can work whenever they want. They can rest whenever they want. They can manage their work however they want. So they have the right to make decision and manage their work. Okay. So good leaders, when we call the leader as a good leader,
Democratic என்ன difference?
see, democratic is nothing but whereas
There are certain rules and regulations in democratic.
A partial freedom, ma'am. Democratic means.
once again, see, listen. See, democratic leadership is nothing but the leader involves employee in decision making. Okay, but the final decision is taken only by whom? By the leader. See, democratic leadership அப்படின்றது உங்களுக்கு freedom கொடுத்துருவாங்க. உங்களோட decision makingல உங்களை involve பண்ணுவாங்க. A leader will involve employees in the decision making, but decision யார் தான் finalize பண்ணுவாங்க? Only leader will finalize. Only the leader தான் finalize பண்ணுவாங்க. But whereas laissez-faire அப்படி அந்த leadershipல வந்துட்டு எல்லாமே freedom is given, decision அவங்களே employees எடுத்துருவாங்க and work அவங்களே manage பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. So that is the difference between what? Democratic and laissez-faire. Autocratic is no, again I'm coming back.
no freedom is autocratic, no freedom is given, no, the employees will not be involved in decision making. But democratic, the employees involved in the decision making, but the decisions are finalized by whom? By the
Leadership.
leader.
Leadership.
Leader.
Yes, leader. Very good. Whereas laissez-faire decision
employees.
அவங்களே எடுக்கலாம்.
Employee.
Yes,
Everything was
decision
taken by the
decision
employees.
யார் தான் finalize பண்ணுவாங்க? Who will finalize the decision?
Employee.
Employees will finalize the decision, and also they have the rights to manage their own work. Okay. Okay. Next one, when we call this as a good leader?
It depends upon the
Who's a
quality
good
of
leader?
leadership, ma'am. Quality of
Yes,
leadership.
a good
motivate
leader is a person
who motivate the employees to achieve the goals.
Yes,
Leadership
very
is based
good.
on the
See, good
employees
leaders who inspire. Let's say, for example, we can, who's our inspiration? We have number நிறைய பேர் inspirations like APJ Abdul Kalam sir, நிறைய பேர் Mother Teresa, everyone we can say. For each of us, obviously, inspiration might differ.
Inspiration.
The good leaders, when we call this person as a good leader, is the one who inspires us. இவங்க பண்ற விஷயம் நம்மளுக்கு பிடிச்சு நம்ம இவங்கள மாதிரி ஆகணும் அப்படின்ற நினைக்கிறது தான் what? Good leaders. They inspire. Good leaders will inspire and motivate us. So that is a what? That is a rule of a good leader.
Leader.
Yes. And next one, it is communication. What do you mean by communication?
Exchanging information and ideas.
What is communication?
There is one
The
receiver.
feelings between two or more people.
Exchange of
Why
thoughts, ma'am.
communication is necessary?
Process of sharing information.
To express the
Knowledge, not
feeling.
communication.
To
Must
express
be
the
done.
feelings,
knowledge
communication is
and,
necessary
Knowledge sharing.
and essential for coordination. Okay. See, types of what are the types of communication we have? We have verbal, we have written, we have formal, we have informal. What is mean by verbal, ma? What does mean by verbal communication?
Talking.
Way of
By
words.
speaking.
Words and actions.
To
communicate through words. To communicate through
Yes,
words.
very good, very good, very good. So, which communication I'm using now? Verbal communication.
Verbal communication. Visual.
Verbal, very good. Why? Because I'm communicating by words. I'm speaking with you. So this is called what? Verbal communication. And what does mean by written communication?
Letter. In a form of
Emails,
mail or letter.
Like you share the PDF.
Now you are writing.
What you
Ma'am, you're
very good.
teaching the.
Ma'am, your voice is not here, ma'am.
Somebody
Yes.
is muting me. Please don't mute me, please.
Okay, see, written is through mails, where I'm communicating through messages, through mails. So this is called what?
Writing communication, ma'am.
Written communication.
Can I, with your permission, can I talk?
example,
Ma'am, you are
WhatsApp.
muted, ma'am. Ma'am, you are muted.
With your permission, can I talk now, ma'am?
Ma'am, you got muted.
Ma'am, muting me. Somebody is.
Hello.
Ma, please don't mute, ma. Class இப்ப முடிக்க போறோம். Please mute பண்ணாதீங்க. Last வந்துட்டோம். See, what does mean by formal communication?
It's
What
like
is mean by
letter, ma'am.
formal communication?
It's having an hierarchy.
Communication.
Between you and me, ma'am.
It's about
Hierarchy basis.
formal communication.
Like in
Yes,
offices,
when the communication
hospitals.
is between the
respectful.
employees and the leaders and the higher hierarchy, we call it as what? Formal communication. Then what is informal communication? Informal communication is between the employees, between the students.
Friends,
இப்போ
It's like a normal
teachers,
communication.
for example, when a teacher and a students have the conversation or communication, that we called as a formal communication. In case if students and students having communication and conversation, that we called as what?
Informal communication.
That we called as informal communication. Why communication is necessary? See, communication is necessary to improve teamwork as well as the clarity. So to build a teamwork, the teamwork should go what? It should go efficiently, and also there must be a clarity. Okay, so this is how the communication works. Okay, and the next slide, business ethics. What does mean by business ethics, ma'am?
Doing the right thing in business, ma'am.
What does mean by business ethics? See, this is our last slide, ma'am.
Like
Set of protocols
We
must
should
be
know
followed.
what is right and what
Doing
is
the
wrong.
right
Once
thing in
again,
business.
this is our last slide. You can note down all the question. If you have any question, you can ask me. This is our last slide. Okay, now we'll see what is business ethics. Already I have said this doing right thing in a right way. That is called what? Ethics. The standard of proving right and wrong. Only ethics irundada. Whatever we are doing is whether we can say whether we are doing it right or we are doing it wrong. So when we have ethics, basically you hope you would have heard everywhere. Ethics you would have seen in movies also. They would say the word have some ethics.
Yes.
Ethics which means the standard of you should know whatever you are doing. Whatever you are doing, whether it is right or wrong, you should know that. That is called what? Business ethics. It improves trust and reputation. What do you mean by reputation, ma'am? What does mean by reputation?
Good name, ma'am.
Growing.
The reputation means
Growth.
Goodwill, ma'am.
Good name, ma'am.
yes, reputation means a good name.
Good name, ma'am. Good
A
image
good
of
name
a
for a
company.
company, a good name for an
Yes.
employer, or a good name for a employee. So when you have the ethics, when you know whatever you are doing, whether it is right or wrong, நீங்க பண்ற விஷயம் அது கரெக்டா இல்லையா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு you should know. You must have the standards. When you have the standards, obviously what happens? It improves the trust. It improves the trust and builds a good name. So why it is responsible? It also business ethics. It guides responsible for decision making. What does it mean? What does it mean? Guide responsible decision making. What does it mean?
Business
when you know
ethics.
what
Choosing
is
is the
right
best way,
and
ma'am.
wrong, when you know
decision.
what is right and wrong, it helps you to what? It helps you to make
Achieve the
what?
goals.
Correct decision.
Yes, ma'am.
Profit to the business, ma'am.
Okay.
Correct way.
Let's say for example, tomorrow you're going நீங்க ஒரு எக்ஸாம்க்கு போறீங்க. See, just I'm example I'm saying. Many of us, what they will do, they will think that I need to write exam, that is, I need to, what is that, without cheating or without malpractice, I need to complete my exam. And some people, what they will think, I'm going to take this kind of material to the exam hall so that I can copy this and write. So you should know what is right and wrong. நீங்க பண்ற விஷயம் உங்களுக்கு கரெக்டா இல்லையா தப்பா இல்லையா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு you should know that. Understood? Example,
Yes,
I can say, see, you're going to a market to buy some cosmetics or to some buy products or anything, whatever it is. You're going to the market and you're going to buy. So why you're going to buy? ஏன் நீங்க அதை வாங்க போறீங்க? We can say two things. One, it is necessary for வீட்டுக்கு necessary-ஆ இருக்கும். இன்னொன்னு, out of your interest. You want it, so you are going and buy it.
Yeah, we
So
are
what
in-
makes you to buy the product? What makes you to buy the cosmetic? எது உங்களை வாங்க வைக்கும்?
One thing is a need.
Quality, ethical marketing, advertising.
Need, ma'am.
Advertisement பார்த்து கூட போய் வாங்குவீங்க. கரெக்டா?
Brands.
Advertising வச்சு கூட போய் வாங்குவீங்க. பார்த்து
Whether it's
வாங்குவீங்க.
a good quality.
Good reputation, ma'am. நல்ல brand-ஆ இருந்தா வாங்குவோம்.
Yes,
Brand,
very good.
yes, ma'am.
Good reputation,
Yes, ma'am.
good
Good
quality,
brand.
நல்லா இருக்கு.
Yes.
So it builds what? Ethical
Loyalty.
marketing is the standard of doing right and wrong. ஒரு standards இருக்கணும். உனக்கு எது right, எது wrong அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So the ethical marketing builds what? It builds brand loyalty. It accepts the customers. Okay? Only the customers வந்து satisfied இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் ஒரு product or இது வந்து it builds loyalty. Understood so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, one second. You want sales number, right? Okay, okay. One second, ma. Wait பண்ணுங்க. Yeah, one second. 9441850030.
Name of the sir, ma'am?
Dr. D. Venkatesan.
Venkatesan. Okay, ma'am.
Last one slide. Levels of management. Levels of management, we have 3 levels. First one, it is top level. Second one, it is middle level. And third one, it is lower level. See, top level is nothing but it is strategic decision, whereas the managers and the managers will join together and make decisions. So this is called what? Top level management. Mid-level management, it is a coordination between the departments, whereas the communication between one department to the another departments. Let's say, for example, finance department is giving instruction to the sales department employees. A sales department head is giving instruction to the finance department employees. This is called middle level management, whereas the lower level management means, see, one department head is given. For example, finance, that is production department, is giving ideas and supervising the employees of the production department. Understood? Top levels na direct enna go the flow of information, that is from the manager to the employees. Middle level means communication between the communication and the coordination between various departments. Sales department to production department, from production to finance, finance to marketing, marketing to sales, like that. Okay. Lower level means supervising the employees. One, let's take production department வந்துட்டு ஒரு employees, அவங்களோட employees வந்து supervise பண்றது, whether அவங்க வந்து work பண்றாங்களா இல்லையா. The flow of information will be from the finance manager to the finance employees. Understood?
இப்போ நம்ம அந்த PCP கிளாஸ்ல ஸ்டார்டிங்ல அவர் தானே வந்தாரு, அவரோட பேர் தான் இருக்கு பாருங்க, டாக்டர் வெங்கடேசன் இருக்குல்ல, அவர்கிட்ட பேசுங்க.
ஓகே மேம். மேம் இன்டர்னல் பேட்டர்ன் மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க மேம். இன்டர்னல் அசஸ்மென்ட் பேட்டர்ன்.
இன்டர்னல் அசஸ்மெண்டோ அது வந்து 20 மார்க்ஸ்க்கு ஈச் சப்ஜெக்ட் 5 சப்ஜெக்ட் இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு. ஈச் சப்ஜெக்ட்டுக்கு 20 மார்க்ஸ்க்கு வரும் ஈச் சப்ஜெக்ட்டுக்கு. ஸோ 10 மார்க்குக்கு ஒன்று 10 மார்க்குக்கு ஒன்று வரும். 2 different projects, 2 different internal assessment வரும்.
So I'm asking the slides which ma'am has provided now. Miss 20 slides, can you please share it again?